Hey guys, good morning. Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, Stock Options Trading Academy. What we're doing quick here before the market opens, it's 9:26 a.m., 4 minutes before the open. AbbVie's on the climb here, up about 50 cents, a 0.5% here in the pre-market. Sprint merger was just approved by a federal judge with T-Mobile. Shares of Sprint S are up around 77% right now, up to $8.45. There was a member in the live video last week that asked me about Sprint, and I said it's a great stock to buy for the long term. I felt it was a good time to enter if you're looking for an acquisition, especially with some leaps a year or two out. Good morning, Stefan. Especially going with something a little bit further out. But anyway, the coronavirus cases are over 1,000 deaths now. There's more Americans. 13th American was diagnosed with the coronavirus. But the markets are still holding up here. Well, guys, so we're probably going to be taking in some profits today. Good morning, Azaria. We're probably going to be taking in some profits. I want to clear out some of these positions. We're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're in 12 positions right now. That's quite a bit, even for me. So I'm going to take some profits today and look for some more swing trades going into earnings season here. NVIDIA is almost at $270 a share. We've been talking about that, up another 1.65%. Looking great. I gave you guys a trade idea on NVIDIA yesterday. I wish I jumped into it myself. Microsoft was at 192 this morning in the pre-market hours. It's at 190.66 now. So we definitely want to put Microsoft on our watch list for today, guys. Let's watch Microsoft. I want to do something longer term with Microsoft, probably with the March or April monthly expo. I think we're going to have a great opportunity trading Microsoft at $200 a share. Now, our AbbVie trade's doing great. Visa, let's take a look at Visa. Really didn't check that out. Look at Visa, up $1.36.7%. There it goes. Yesterday we were talking about it possibly bouncing off. Let me get the chart up here so you guys can see instead of... Here we go. So as you can see, here's the Visa chart. And as you guys can see, we talked about it yesterday, bouncing off that blue 20-day simple moving average. It had a nice bounce off of that, climbed. We talked about 210 is the next area of resistance where we're going to target our profits. So we're going to have some nice profits on Visa this morning. We'll have some nice profits on AbbVie. And Facebook, we're up on it now 7%, but it was downgraded this morning. It's at 210.09 right now, down about $3, 1.41%. So we're just going to keep an eye on that, possibly buy on the rebound there, because I think that guy's, an idiot for giving a sell rating going into the election there. So I'm just going to look for another buying opportunity on Facebook and look to add to that. AbbVie looking good, Visa looking good, just what we talked about. I sent out the alert on Visa yesterday because I felt this was a really solid position here. So let's make some money, guys. Let's lock in some profits. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Glad to help you guys. Alrighty. T-minus about a couple of seconds here. There we go, 9:30, guys. Here's opening bell. Amazon, new highs. Microsoft, new highs. New highs are coming in. MasterCard, new highs. We're up $1,300 already to start the day. Let's take a look. Look at this green. Here we go. Here's the positions today, up around $1,262. Now we're up over $1,700. We're already up $1,700. What a day. What a nice start to the morning here. Already up to another $2,000. Here we go. We're now up $1,900. Now up $1,932. Now up over $2,000 for the day. Nice day today, guys. Let's lock in some profits. Our Visa trade's already up 25%. We could lock in some profits on Visa, or we could watch it here and see it continue to climb. AbbVie is up around 32%. Do I want to take in profits on AbbVie? She's still climbing right here. Let's put this on the today 1 minute chart, and we could watch. I think I'm going to lock in some profits, guys, on AbbVie. Let's see. Sell to close. Let's see if we can sell for $310. Sell to close. Place trade. That's still open. That's not executed yet. Open order. Let you guys know if that fills. Order status.
UVER sweeps in the.
Got a nice $700 gain on that.
$50 call on UVER.
I'm watching the candle there. Alrighty, there we go. It's sold AbbVie. I just locked in $639.59 on AbbVie. Here's today's realized gain, $639.59. Now you see over here the order status that was completed, filled at 3:01. So that was filled, executed. Now Visa's up 13%, pulling back a little bit here. Do I want to take profits on Visa? Well, the market had a nice run here. I'm up about $500 on Visa. I could certainly lock in some profits here. Let's see, sell to close, 350. Let's see, what's Visa doing on the today 1 minute? Coming right down to the 10. AbbVie's on the climb again. Let's see, do I want to get rid of this here? AbbVie's still on the run. There she goes, AbbVie, new highs. Alrighty, I sold Visa, guys, locked in a little bit further of a profit here. Now we're up, let's see, we were up 639.59 as you see right here. Now we are up, $879.17, and we're only 3 minutes into the day.
BRN, Bondwell Industries shares popping here on increasing volume.
Let's see what Space is doing. SPCE. Microsoft. Look at all the call alerts coming into Microsoft. We're going to be making a Microsoft trade here really soon. Guys, let's take our profits on Space. I have that spread on there. Looks like she might start to retrace here. I can tell by this candle here. It looks like she's going to retrace. So I'm going to lock in profits on Space. I'm going to get up a different option chain for that. I can't just right click. So what I'm going to do, SPCE spread. Okay, we're going to buy to close and sell to close. How many contracts do we have? 25. 25. Call. Expiration, what do we have? The April 17th. Okay, buy to close the 20. Sell to close the 19. We could do this. What do we buy it for here? Let me see. 4.01 minus 3. So we bought it for 40. It's saying we could sell it for around 60. Let's see. Net credit. I'm just going to look for a quick, let's see, 0.55. Let's see if we could fill for 55 cents. AbbVie still on the run there. Nope, that was not filled at 55 cents. Let me change it to 50. See, and that's the problem here. It's the order is still live. It's not filling, but it should have been filled, you know, because it's well above the $20. We have the 19.20 vertical spread. It's up by over $1. You know, you can't even get 50 cents. Now, if you try to buy this for 50 cents, I doubt you'll get it. But We just change this to 45 just to get out of it. Usually they're by 5-cent increments anyway. Pending, live. Still not filling, even at 45 cents. That's amazing. AbbVie still on the run there. Let's see the Microsoft option chain here. I keep seeing that come up. She's down to 188.94 now. Let's look at the chart. Guys, it really looks like the market might pull back here a bit. And I'll lock in some profits. Snap trades up at 13%. But see, Snap looks like she's going to continue to climb here.
Letter I and Telset.
But I think I'll take profits now just to be on the safe side. So that'll close, let's see, $1.30. Place trade. She's still not filling. Market's definitely pulling back here, so I'm going to change that order. I'll put it down to 28 just to get rid of it there. There we go, partially filled.
Letter I, getting a pop here on that report that Verizon could be interested in acquiring.
And that was completed.
The Financial Times deal report.
All right, so I just closed out Snap. We were up 879. We got a small gain on Snap, not too much. We're up now $1,028.61 for the day. AbbVie's in consolidation. Take a look at AbbVie right here. AbbVie's in consolidation at the 10. Now you're waiting and looking for that next breakout here out of consolidation. You're looking for a move above 95.51. There she goes. There's that next breakout after consolidation. Came right down to that 10. That was the consolidation. Now she's breaking higher, and I expect that to continue to climb. Guys, if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up here and share it on social media. Please do that for me. Cisco trade is almost in the green now. Cisco's up another 24% today. We're only down 15% on our Cisco trade now. Look at Cisco climb there. It looks like we're easily going to get to that 50. I like Cisco, guys. Now's the time if you wanted to add to Cisco, you'd add to it. Let's take a look here. What else is doing well today?
BRN, Barnwell.
Micron's having a hell of a run today. Let's take a look at Micron. Micron, what's it doing right now, guys? Coming down to that 10. Let's see if this green candle holds and she climbs off that 10. Picture perfect trade plan right here. Let's look at the 3-month daily. Looks like we should easily get back up to $60 with Micron. So, you know, I think we got in one of these days here and had a little bit of a pullback. We're down 5% on our Micron trade, but still looks good. Looking for that to continue to run there. I'd really like to get out of this space trade here, but it's not filling that order. But nice day already, guys. It's only 10 minutes into the trading day. We're already up $1,028.61. And let me just share with you the E-Trade snapshot.
System holdings popping to the high, $10.87, up about 9%.
Paula said she's glad she rolled her AMD. I'm so upset that I had I sold my AMD. Now it's at 54J. Oh my God, we sold that at around $50 yesterday. We had a nice 30-some% gain on it, and I'm kicking myself in the butt for it. Let's see, I'm gonna see what I sold it at yesterday and what it's at today.
ABO, Abiona shares popping here, $3.06, Alpha Bravo Echo Oscar.
Alrighty, guys, so here is what we did today.
NIO, NEO popping to the high, $3.98, November India Oscar.
Here's what we did today. February 11th, Realized profit, total gain realized, $1,028.61. Here's the symbols. We closed AbbVie, we closed Snap, we closed Visa. Here's the opening transaction, opening price, closing transaction, closing price. And then here is the realized gain or loss on that trade. And as you can see, we had a nice gain today of $1,028.61, all within the first 10 minutes of the trading day. Perfect day. And all these were small trades as well. The Visa was a $3,000 trade. That was the largest trade. We had the February 21st 205 strike, and we made a, let's see, 2.4, divide that by 3.15. That was only an 8% gain on 8% on there. Snap, 1.28, divide that by 1.17. That was a 9.4% gain. And the AbbVie 3.01, divide that by 2.36. That was a 27.54. So nice way to start the day, guys. We're going to lock in some more profits here along the way. And let me share with you now yesterday's trade, the AMD trade that we sold here. Some of you guys might still be in it, but here's the AMD trade that we sold yesterday. The AMD February 21st 50 strike call. We bought it for $1.87, sold it for $2.30. Let's take a look what that's at now. AMD February 21st 50 strike. 50 strikes now at 455 by 465. We would have more than, so 4.65, divide that by 1.87. You'd be up 149% if you still had that. And we sold it for and I had 15 contracts, 15 times 465. That would have been worth about $7,000. So I would have had another $3,600 profit on that if I just held those contracts yesterday. Now, see, those are the types of things that keep me up at night. Micron, new highs of the day here. Micron's really running now. Our Micron trade is now green, guys. We're now up 3% on the Micron trade. We were worried about that a little bit yesterday, weren't we? You had me worried about it, Jay. He's looking at Micron. He's like, oh, what do we do with Micron? It's not. I'm like, well, it's still following the trade plan. As you see, it's holding above that 10, and then we got that nice breakout. So we should get to 60 pretty quick here on Micron. Cisco trade is only down 10% now. That's looking great with the February 21st monthly expo. It's nice when you can follow that trade plan. Cisco is near the day's high. Micron trade now up 4%. Spice is up 12%. Or Space. I see SPC. I'm thinking of, India spices. Because I got you here. Micron's up 2.2% today. Wow. Another day like that and we're at $60. Our target. Nice day today. I'm up another 500, 600 unrealized here. Let me show you the screen above. But guys, this trade, I'm so upset about that. Sean Lindenberg said, Micron and Qualcomm had me worried, but they're all coming back now. What's that song? It's all coming back to me now. Right? It comes to mind when he said that just now. I think it was a woman that's saying it. That Facebook trade, though, man, that has me down $1,200 today. If it wasn't for that, I'd be up about 5,000 today. Cisco's still on the climb there, looking great. Micron's still on the climb. Our Micron trade's now up 5%. Guys, it just sold space for me. I'm now up a little bit more even this morning. Let's see here. Futures are popping, guys. Our trades are significantly making some more profits here. Our Micron trade's now up 7%. NVIDIA target raised to $290. NVDA, let's take a look at NVIDIA. Wow, she's at 270 now. It looks like she's going to continue to run. I want to get into NVIDIA. Looks great. There's no doubt about that. I mean, look at the year chart here. Let's go 3 years out. I mean, she wants to take out new highs, and there's a good chance she's going to do that really soon. I'm going to look at NVIDIA, NVDA.
Popping to the high $1.91.
Micron trade now up 8%. NVIDIA, let's see here, basic. Let's go with the March 20th monthly. 70, 80. This isn't bad right here. The 270 strike for $1,428 a contract. Let me see, though. They have earnings coming up soon, don't they? Earnings are on the 13th. What do I want to do with that? Run is getting a nice pop today. Did you see Run? RUHN, that one we talked about yesterday. Well, it was just up like 300 on it.
Fed 10 job openings for December, 7 million
Okay, I have
is
to
the
get to that.
consensus.
Yeah, it was just at 820. That's a big little drop there. Let's see. Sean says, what do I think about ExxonMobil? I don't like gas and oil right now. ExxonMobil, though, is up over 1%. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, this is in BDM here. I wouldn't go near that. That day we had the ExxonMobil. I think we got in here and we sold up here for that profit. Facebook's down $5, 2.3%. All on that downgrade. Look at Baidu up almost 3% today. I'd stay away from Chinese stocks. American Airlines is up over 2%. Let's see AAL. It's so nice to see that trade plan work in action, though, and you guys see how the trades come right back, like Micron here, right? You know, it came right down to that 10-day simple moving average. It climbed, and now we're going to watch it break 60 over the next week. This is perfect trade plan right here, how it's following it. Wow, Micron is still on the run, guys. Take a look here at the today 1 minute chart. New highs of the day on Micron. Cisco's up 31% today. I bet you guys are having a really great day today, aren't you? I think with the market popping here like that, all of our trades came right back that were down. We should have added to them like I talked about last time. Let's see. American Airlines. Let's look at this 6-month daily. Looks like it might get up to resistance right around 30-ish. Not a fan of that. Let's see Delta, DAL. Now Delta looks like that could be a nice setup there. Big pullback after that coronavirus scare. Micron, new highs again. Cisco, let's see, Cisco.
Former CNBC anchor Michelle Caruso prepared to challenge Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the Democratic primary.
Who's challenging her?
Somebody from MSNBC?
Yeah, CNBC.
No, MSNBC, I think.
No, CNBC, they said. I do not like that. Well, you know, she's not bad, but she, you know, like,
It's the
Ocasio.
lady that's in the morning. She's on
What'd she say her name was?
I can't remember her proper name.
Wow, look at Micron taking off again, guys. Cisco has earnings tomorrow. Our Cisco trade's almost green. Micron trades up about 10%. Now, Facebook is what's bugging me today, but I might be adding to that one. Not sure yet. QCOM, they're talking about in the trade room. Oh, QCOM. Look at the chart on QCOM. That looks like it. Look at how it used that 50-day as support. Now it looks like she's going to climb. 92.50 is the next resistance. If it could break 92.50, good chance it could get up to 95. But no, 95 calls for February 21st. That's a toughie. Don't think they're going to make profit there.
ERIC, Ericsson shares at the high $9.17.
Tom said he wishes he was still in NVIDIA. Me too. Oh my God, look at that run. We talked about it the entire time too. We went over the, you know, I just made so much money on it. I'm like, let me move on to something else. Yeah, that was tough. All right, let me look at the YouTube chat here. I didn't see that this morning. Everything was covering it up. Tim Thomas is a pilot. He just saw me talk about American Airlines. He said, American Airlines, are you kidding me? Ew. Jorge Nunez said he would sell Cisco before earnings. I might do that. I only got, $1,100 in the trade, but I might do the same. Kelly Lupo says, Baba is nice to me today. Let's take a look at Baba. I don't know why these stocks are climbing. They're on the lows kind of the day here. I don't think this is going to continue to break out just yet. Well, Baba's like the Amazon, though, so a lot of people are probably ordering than going out to the markets. So let's see. Karen Decker, you should be able to get into the trade room now.
I think it was this one.
Yeah, Michelle Caruso Cabrera. She's just someone that with her position, she thinks she could win an election. I never heard her views on anything, did you?
A little bit.
You did?
Yeah.
Was she like Bernie?
Everyone loves Bernie.
Huh?
Everyone loves Bernie. Even the ones that hate him.
Bernie wants to give away our country. I'm not a fan of that. If he had a plan on how we're going to make money to pay for it, then I wouldn't mind it. But these people that just come up and say, oh yeah, I want to give everyone free health care, I want to give everyone $1,000 a month. Come on, how are you going to pay for all that stuff? Be real.
Well, We're already paying for healthcare.
We're 22 trillion in debt, and you know what happens if these countries that buy our debt, want to collect on it? What's going to happen to our country? You don't think of that. You don't, and that's what's sad about people. Like they have to look at the future, not just the short term. I mean, yeah, I'm all for giving healthcare to everyone, but let's find a way to pay for it. And I think there's simple ways of doing that, if they brainstorm and talk about things.
LPTX, Leap Therapeutics, popping to the high 223 on volume. Lima Papa Tango X-ray. NVAX, Novavax share is moving here now on some volume. NVAX.
Market seems to be pulling back a little bit here. Q's coming back to that 20. Let's see if it could hold that 20. You see down here on Q's, right down to the 20 at the 940 candle, broke out, consolidated, came down to the 20. Now let's see if it could hold it, start climbing. If not, markets are probably going to pull back a little bit from today. I mean, the Dow's up significantly though. 92 points. Nasdaq's up another 46. S&P's up 15. Yeah, Jorge, he's talking about Disney not getting above 142. I've been watching that for a while here, but it's looking like it's starting to change. You got the MACD cross. It's the 10 starting to climb here. Nice incline. You could draw a trend line right here, if you wanted to. Let's see here, line. Let's see if I could draw one. That's kind of the trend line right there I'd have on Disney.
TXMD, Therapeutics MD.
Looks like it wants to hold that.
Coming up, job opening, 7 million expected.
Job opening, 7 million expected. Let's see, they were talking about being up. Jorge Nunez said he just sold his AMD. Jorge, did you get in that AMD trade when we made it? You must be up over 100% on that trade, the AMD. Sugar Baby or Sugar Bar says, amazing how you can keep tracks. Several trades at the same time. It's tough, I was actually talking to one of our members about that yesterday, Tim Thomas and Jay. We were talking about position sizing. It's tough. Once you get over 7 trades, it gets tough to analyze all, especially when they're shorter term trades. So I like to keep mine between 4 or 5 max at a time. And there you go. Q's came out of that 20, starting to climb there, looking good. But it's really important to manage the trades that you have. If you have a lot of trades and you see you just can't keep up with them, get rid of them. RRL says, Dave, do you see any hopes for recovery on QCOM 95 call? No, I don't. No. I mean, it's up 80% today, but...
June $40 call sweep now on UBER. Currently at 40.95.
Vidya says, are you still holding Facebook? Yes, I am, and I might add to it. Wait and see on that one. Tim Thomas, where's your gain on the space trade percentage-wise? He said he just sold. There goes Q's taking off again. There goes Micron climbing. Karen Decker said hi. Hi, Karen. I hope you're still with us there. I hope you got in the trade room. Let's see. I'm still scrolling up and seeing all the good mornings here. I didn't have the YouTube live up, so I didn't see that at the time. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Had a call coming in. Q's starting to climb nicely there. But going back, I was, when I clicked this up, I was in the trade room this morning. I wasn't on the YouTube live there. So now I'm just seeing all your messages.
Michael Romeo Sandy.
Nice job, Tim. Stefan says, what a move on AMT. American Tower, up 5%. Big move on that. Nice climb there. I remember watching this stock when it was, still young, still climbing. Back when it was, later than this even.
Fed Chair Powell beginning his appearance through the...
I remember when it was under $100 a share. And I'm like, what is this company going to do? Obviously, it was a missed opportunity there.
CPRX Catalyst Pharma shares popping to the high for 60.
Let's see. Jimmy, I'm going to check and see if I got your email right now. I'll tell you if I got it. I do not see any emails from you, Jimmy. Let me give you my email address so you can make sure you're sending it to the right place. Alrighty. Wow, another nice pop here on MU. Let's take a look here. Cisco still on the climb. Qualcomm. Qualcomm looks ready for a nice pop here. But see, we bought the 95 strike for 425, so our break even's 99.25. You know, there's no way she's going to get up to 99 by February 21st, in my opinion. Unless there's a cure for the coronavirus and the markets just start to take off. Nothing in spam either, Jimmy. Nothing from you here.
AMH, American Homes for Rent, shares off the highs now, 28.57. Bloomberg reported that activist investor Jonathan Litt built a new position in the stock and has nominated a minority slate of directors. That from Bloomberg. That's Alpha Michael Hotel.
Yeah, nothing there, Jimmy. There you go, Jimmy. Just sent you an email there. Wow, look up and I'm up another $1,000. I love when I have days like that, when I'm like, you just saw me. I'm looking at my phone looking for this members or this guy's email here. I look up and now I'm up $1,000. I was only up 300 before, so. Market's still continuing to climb. Look at AMD nearing 55. That one might continue to run there. Looks ready for another large breakout. Tim Thomas says he's up 121% on NVIDIA. Nice job on that, Tim. Tim says, what's my current target on NVIDIA? He got in that trade idea we talked about the other day. Wow. NVIDIA now at 272. I think she's going to get up to 290, Tom. Tim Thomas. Does it mess you up when you see two first names as the first one? I'm like, Tom, but his name's Tim. I got too many Toms around. Yeah, NVIDIA definitely 290, 300. Way to go, Tim, says Stefan. 121% gain on NVIDIA. Marco said, anyone looking at Intel or Uber? Let me see. INTC. I think Jay's in a Intel trade. Intel's starting to pop there nice. Right off that 10. Not bad. Uber. Don't tell me Uber's higher because I sold that as well. Oh my God, Uber's up another 2.6%. But it's lower than where we sold it at yesterday. So But that does look like it's going to have another run here. I might get into another Uber trade. Tom Taglang says, never too many Toms. Got that right, Tom. Daniel White says, Snap. I just sold Snap. Don't tell me that's running too. Oh, yeah, that's having a nice day. Snap wants to continue to run. Let me see if I can get something shorter term with Snap. Like the February 21st. 18 strike. That's not bad, the 18 strike there for February 21st. Let's see, the 18 strike going for 38 cents. So yeah, like 1980 or 1880. Another dollar climb to make about 100%. Do I think that's possible? I do. If it continues to break out there, I do. Micron trade up 7%. Debating what I want to do here. We locked in some nice profits today. It counts the highest it's been here. Let's see. Alex Flores says he's holding AMAT until earning release. Anyone else? Anyone else holding AMAT for earnings? Another breakout on AMAT. You know, all these people giving downgrades.
At 6 a.m. Geneva time this morning, there were 42,700 confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in China, and now surpassed 1,000 deaths. 1,017 in China have died from the virus outside.
1,017 died in China, and over what, 47,000 confirmed cases? What did he say? 42 or 47,000? Over 42,000 cases of the coronavirus confirmed. And over 1,000 deaths in China alone. And then I get an article as soon as I wake up 5:30 this morning. I look, and the thing is, those countries are still eating bat meat. Remember, I showed you that here at the office too. Like they don't learn their lessons. Stop eating the damn bat meat.
New York Daily News reporting a U.S. citizen with coronavirus was accidentally released from the hospital after initial tests were negative. Further testing showed the patient had tested positive, and he or she was taken back to the UC San Diego Health.
Wow. So they released a patient that initially didn't have it, but then days later they retested, or they sent the test for further analyzing, and it came back they had it. So they had to run back to that lady's house and take her back into quarantine. So I'm sure she probably affected more people because it's very contagious, this virus. Unbelievable. Let's see. They said Bank of America is popping big here. Let's see. Bank of America, BAC. Nice climb there on Bank of America. There's a 1020 cross coming up. Stock and the candles holding above the 1020 50 SMA. Looks good there. Bank of America. Let's see. First target 35.30, and then we'll look at 35.75. You still have Bank of America, right? Long it or options?
I even added to it today.
You added to it
Today, yeah.
this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very nice. You added to the shares or to the yeah? You still have covered calls against it?
No, I got.
Oh, that's great.
Perfect timing.
Oh, that's perfect. So you could sell some more covered calls tomorrow on a pop.
Yeah.
Bring in that money again.
Yeah, I can sell some now even.
I'd wait. It looks like she's gonna pop again.
Well, I can sell really far up, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Could do that. I'd collect that extra. Look at that chart though. It looks great.
Yeah, collecting those premiums is fun.
It is. Now you're going to What are you going to do? Like weeklies, monthlies, leaps? What's your plan?
All three.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
do a mix of them, yeah.
Once you grow your account, you know, it's nice to just be able to have the shares, collect the
ADNA,
dividend, collect the share increasing, and then you're collecting the premium. You're getting 3 revenue streams for just holding on to the shares. You know, that's what I want to start teaching these people here. But most people don't have larger accounts to be able to do that, you know, so people usually have smaller accounts. They're like, hey, how could I grow my account? And then the only way is calls, put, spreads, in my opinion.
WHO's Tedros says the first vaccine against the coronavirus. could be
Alex
ready
Flores
in
says,
months.
thoughts on
So we
space.
have
Well, I
everything
just sold
together
my
to develop
space
the
this
weapons to
morning.
fight the virus.
My space. Let's take a look here. I'm in a great mood today, guys. I've never felt better. I really haven't. I woke up with a smile on my face this morning. Just no more stress. There she goes, coming back down to the 50-day simple moving average, climbing, getting a pop off of there. Space is looking good, 21.64 a share. I sold my space early. What time did I sell that? Like 9:40 this morning? Is right around 21.30 a share. Now it's at 21.64. You know, got up to 22.30 this morning. Space. Looks like it's still going to continue to climb there too. But I didn't think did I show you today what I'm up now for the day? I don't think I did. I think I got carried away. But we're already up $1,101.45, and then we're also up. We're also up 365 unrealized. So up about $1,400, $1,500 today. Looking good. Here comes the cross. There's the bounce off the 50. Dan White says, thoughts on Snap. Let's take a look at Snap. I just went over that a couple minutes ago. It looks great. If you guys wanted to enter, I'd look at the February 21st or the March 20th. You know, the 18 strike here is pretty cheap for the March 20th expo. Not bad. Snap already had their earnings, so no surprises there. I felt it was a great earnings report. It was Snap that we were watching the other day, right? Yeah, Snap had earnings last week. Let's see what AbbVie's doing. AbbVie 96. Wow, look at the run it had today. I sold at what, 9:30 this morning when she was at around 95.38, 95.40. Another big climb there. I could have made much more profits today. I could have made over $5,000 in profits today if I just held off a little bit longer. But like I said, where else can you make $1,100 in, you know, less than an hour, half hour of work? You know, I always used to kick myself in the butt there. You know, but it's like, you know, you're not going to be able to sell every time at the top. You're not going to be able to, you know, be perfect on every trade. So be happy with what you have. And, you know, if you're not happy with $1,100, then you're in the wrong profession. Alex Flores says he made a good profit on CRL earnings. He said mRNA is down, probably go for a swing. I exited my mRNA yesterday. LB is moving a bit, Gavin said. Gavin Caves, let's take a look at LB. Wow, nice climb there on LB. That's looking good, up over 2%. That looks like a nice stock to enter once again on LB. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see what the delta is on these options here. Delta point. That's not bad. 25 delta. Let's see here. February 21st. 25.
WHO head Tedros
That's pretty
urges
cheap,
Wall Street
too.
United efforts on coronavirus to avoid far more cases and far higher costs.
Cisco trades almost in the green now as well. What a nice big climb here. What did I just get a big climb on? Qualcomm is still having a nice run. Now see, what I should do is get in some Qualcomm for this week or next week's expo. That's looking like a nice setup here on Qualcomm. I think just about everything's on the climb right now, guys. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I love Qualcomm here. Let's take a look at the option chain for Qualcomm.
CDC says information suggests that the coronavirus is more transmissible and less severe than SARS.
What's that?
I'm just thinking about it. You see how that works?
What?
When China had it, everything has to shut down. But now that it's in America and it's spreading, they're like, oh, by the way, it's not that severe. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
They're setting us up for the fact that they're
America's got it now. It's not that severe. Chill out. That's the government for you. Qualcomm, February 21st, 91 strike. That's pretty cheap here, actually. I'm going to pick up this. A small trade. I'm only going to make $1,000 trade on it, I think. Maybe $1,500. I'll get 10 contracts. It'll be $1,700. I like that setup there. There we go. I'm in Qualcomm, February 21st, 91 strike call. I'm not sending that out as a trade because we're already in a Qualcomm, and I'm not a big fan of teaching people to double down on a losing trade. You know? Let's see, QCOM. Oh, it kicked me out of the chat room. Said it was full. That's funny. Excuse me. Thank you. Groupon too. Look at it holding that 20 right now. We get a pop on Groupon tomorrow. I might add to that. Like that setup. General Electric option alert. Put sweep coming in 1350. SPY, Fed Chair Jay Powell currently delivering semi-annual monetary policy report to Congress. So what he does today, he reports to Congress what he sees going on in the economy, and then tomorrow he goes to the Senate and reports to them, so that way, you know, our government knows what's going on with our monetary policy, everything, what he sees happening, and everyone's in the loop. There we go. Our Qualcomm trade's now up 3%. Nice climb there in the markets. Looking good, guys. Guys, there's 80 people watching this. RRL, thank you for the bless you. Guys, give this a thumbs up, please, if you enjoy these videos. You know, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up for me. And share it on social media. I shouldn't have to ask for that every day. I think that's pretty common. I ask every day, right? They should know by now. Appreciate it, guys. And I know which one of you don't do it, so.
New Age Beverage, into 202 on volume, November Bravo Echo Victor.
Tyler Cummings says, your February 21st expo on Qualcomm is showing February 20th expo on mine. That's because that's a monthly expo, so it's just showing you February 2020. You know, you're looking at the monthly expo, so that's why it's showing you that. But the expo date's actually on the 21st. Qualcomm trade now up 6%. And we got in late on that. It was already at, what, 2%? 2.6%. She's at 91 now. Already up $100 on that small Qualcomm trade I just made. It was only an $1,700 trade. No problem, Tyler. Glad to help. Tyler's in the trade room, breakingchartalerts.com. Another nice climb here. Micron continuing to climb. That run is coming back. That's nice. Up $300 on that today. RUHN. Still down $550 on it though from yesterday. Wow, I have $8,200 tied up in that. You think that's a lot for a trade like that? A little bit? Nah, it looks like it could have a nice run there. Now $400. Let's see, RUHN. I'll give it one more day. I'd like to sell it at about 9, take a little profit on it. Mark says, oh, we forget to hit the like button. Don't forget. I'm not forgetting to give you guys good trades, am I? You guys are the best here. We got a great family. I love you guys. Really good time here when I'm live. Now I just got to lose some weight. Some of the haters are like, how could you look at yourself on camera? You know, like one of the people, they made a fake Facebook account and they messaged me that. They're like, wow, why don't you go on a diet before you start going on live video? It is. It's horrible because then I constantly look at myself, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, maybe I should start going to the gym. Look at AbbVie nearing 97 now. I definitely exit out of that way too early. Way too. And I said it looked like it was going to get up to 100.
Appropriate level reserves around this year.
AbbVie was one of the alerts I sent out yesterday, right?
Says,
on breakingchartalerts.com.
to continue T-bill purchases and repo ops into the second quarter.
Tim Thomas said he's thinking about taking profits on Square. Let's take a look at Square. Square looks like it's still going to head higher there. Tim, I'd wait, you know, if it were me, I'd wait till about 82. But it's up to you, buddy. If you got profits and you want to lock them in, lock them in. But as far as the next target resistance, right around 82. So you could calculate, if you just add the delta, go to columns, go here, click delta, add, okay, and then let's say you had the February 21st expo. You know, you're looking at a, let's see, let's go back to Square. So if you're thinking it's going to get up to 82, that's another 75-cent climb. So what you can do here, for example, what strike do you have there, Tom? Or Tim? Tim Thomas, what expiration and what strike do you have? I'm going to show you something quick. Stefan says, Tim, I am riding my calls until it hits $85. And there's a good chance it's going to get to that 85 in my opinion. But waiting for Tim to answer here. If you're looking, let me just go over this. If you're looking at the 81 strike and you want to calculate what type of move it's going to have if it has another 80-cent climb, all you have to do is type 0.8, and that's the 80-cent climb. Multiply that by your delta. So for the 81 strike, 0.533, 0.533. And then you can see this option is going to increase by 43 cents. So it's right now at 212. 212 plus 0.43. That comes to 255. So 255 is where you want to take your profit at. If you bought it at 210, 255, divide that by 2.1, and that's about a 21.43% return. So if you're looking to trade this just up to $82, even if it just has that 80-cent climb, that's still a 21% gain, and you have over a week until Expo, 10 days. So that's what you look for when you're looking at your delta. You want to look at and say, okay, where's the target? Where am I going to take my profits? And if it's at 82.50, then you have another $1.30 climb. Then if you want to calculate that at the 81 strike, $1.3 climb, $1.30, multiply that by your delta, 0.531. And that's a 69-cent climb from where it's at. So 69 cents plus 2.06 it's at now, and that comes out to 275. 2.75, divide that by 2.06, and you're looking at around a 33.5% return if you want to get into Square and you feel the target is at 82.50. So if you jumped into Square right now and you wanted to get the February 21st 81 strike, which I think it's a great trade. I think she's going to get up to 82.50 pretty quick. So if you wanted to jump into that and you say, okay, I want to take profits at 80, when the stock hits 82.50, that's how you calculate it. So it's at 81.20 right now, so that's still another $1.30 climb to get that 82.50 target resistance. So that's $1.30. Multiply that by your delta of 0.529, and that you add to your theoretical or what you paid. So like I said, 1.3, multiply that by 0.531. That's a 69-cent increase, 0.69 plus 2.04, and that brings it to 273. So you want to sell it around 273. And if you paid 2.04, that's a 33.8% gain if you get up to that 82.50 and you want to sell that 81 strike. So you already know, okay, once she gets around to 33% gain, that's where I want to take profit. And you should be doing this when you get into every trade, because you should know where you're going to take your profit and where you're going to take your loss should the stock go against you. You know, and you're going to have losing trades, you know, so you got to be prepared. But Square there looks great there, Tim. I'd be holding on to Square. You have the March 20th Expo as well, so I definitely would be holding on to that. Alrighty, let's see. Look up at the account here. Looking good. Qualcomm still in the green. The one we got today. Micron looking good. Everything's still looking great here. Let's see. Karen said, Dave, I just got into Microsoft about 5 minutes ago. She got the February 21st 190 strike at 298. Now, see, Karen, in my opinion, I think that personally is a very, you need a significant climb there for Microsoft in 1 week. If I were you, I'd rather go with a longer-term exabyte. Also, you're seeing the candle here. You got your first red candle here. If you plan on holding on to this trade, if you have a red candle tomorrow, I'd be out of that trade. This is one I would personally wait for the next green candle to enter on Microsoft. I told Jay here that I wanted to get into Microsoft. It's even on my notepad right here from this morning. But when I seen Microsoft pulling back from the highs there, I said, this isn't the right time to get into Microsoft. And as you can see, the whole day it's just been pulling back here. I started to have a little climb here. See if it holds at 20 right here. If it holds at 20 and starts to bounce again, then that's going to be a nice entry.
WHO's Pedro says we are asking countries to be as aggressive.
That L brand trade is up 20%, the trade idea that I gave him.
Strategy.
Nice job there, Gavin. Well done. Hey, Tim, I don't want to convince anyone what to do with a trade. Just do what you feel is right. Guys, the video really needs a thumbs up here. There goes Qualcomm on the rise again, looking good. Let's see what Visa's doing here. Visa's starting to climb again as well. I might get into another Visa trade. What do you guys think about that? It pulled back a bit. It looks like a nice entry. We locked in profits this morning. Let's see what MasterCard's doing.
New York State, the Department of Health, New York City Department of Health, providing an update on the coronavirus at 12 noon today.
The March 20th 205 strike going for about 575 for the March 20th expo. I like that. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. March 20th Visa. This is going to be 205 strike. I'll pick up 10 contracts. That's going to be a large trade, though. I really don't want to put $6,000 in it. Yeah, I'll get 5 contracts. Yeah, that'll be about a $3,000 trade. There we go, guys. I'm in it. I'm in Visa, March 20th, 205 strike call at 576 a contract. Here are the 2 trades we made today. And there's the 2 trades we made today, the Visa and the Qualcomm. And as you can see here, they're small trades, 2,900, 1,800, 2,900 plus 1,800. You know, it's only $4,700 in new trades today. You know, we're up $1,100 for the day. Not bad. And we could lock in another 600 if we wanted to. But I'm going to hold off here. See what we could do. Held that 20-day SMA so well there, didn't it? Visa trade's already up 2%. I already got a $70 gain on the Visa trade. There's some scalpers that'll look for that quick 50, $100, you know. For me, it's just too much work, you know, to constantly be doing that. You know, I'd rather do some nice swing trades, make a couple grand here and there. Mark Ludman says he's in Visa. Iceman says Facebook. Let's take a look at Facebook. Oh, Facebook's picking up big here. There we go. Facebook is on the climb. I told you that guy that did that. Look at how perfectly it came down to that 50, held it. This looks like a nice addition to the Facebook trade. I'll wait until tomorrow, but that Visa trade's already up now 4%, up $100 on Visa. Facebook looks nice, though, to add. That's for sure. Karen, my Visa trade was the March 20th, 2020 205 strike call at 576 a contract. Now up $120 on that trade, up a little over 4%. Now up $142.42 on the Visa trade. There it is for you, Karen. She asked what it was. We got 5 contracts. Visa, March 20th, 2020, 205 straight call. We paid $576 a contract. Bid of 6, ask of 610. Up $142.42, which is about a 4.94% gain. No problem. Facebook, I'm definitely going to be adding to that if it holds this 10, or I'm sorry, if it holds this 50-day simple moving average on a daily chart here, and then tomorrow we get a bounce from that and we get that confirmation candle, I would definitely be adding to that. Because if you remember, I was down $1,300 on Facebook. Now I'm only down $500. So quite a pickup there for Facebook. Wow, we're only an hour and 15 minutes into the day, you know? To me, it feels like when I locked in that $1,100, it felt like, okay, I'm in about 4 hours now. Now it's like, okay, it feels like, I don't know, there's a lot going on today, a lot that I was checking out. It's a nice day, though. 2,000, realized, unrealized. Yesterday we locked in, 2,100? Something like that. I know it was over 2,000. Today locked in 1,100 realized and up another 700 unrealized. And that's what you do, when you're in the breakout momentum cycle and phase. I just like to take profits along the way there. Because when you capture that run, which, with the trade plan, with the SMA crossover, with the confirmation candles, confirmation MACD, you could see when that run is about to happen, and that's why we call it so often. And people say, Dave, how do you, it's just, it's something that repeats itself. And if you look at the chart and you back test it, it's really easy to find it out. And, what was I getting at there? Yeah, so when I see that breakout momentum cycle and phase starting, that's the perfect time I like to jump in, and then I'll do something, up to 30 days out, because usually that phase doesn't last for a month, usually it lasts for, 8 trading days, and then it has that retracement back down to that 10 or 20, and then it starts to climb again. So for me, I like to take it, when you have that first 3-4 candles of that big breakout, that's when I like to take the profits in. And then I switch to a new chart there and try to find that same setup. And when you find those right setups and the market is, corroborating your story for that stock to go higher, then it's a nice entry there. And you could take a quick swing trade and make a nice profit. Like, look at Visa. I just saw it. It's up over 5%. It's a quick $200 profit on Visa. It's just, you got to wait for that right opportunity. People say, oh, Dave, why today you're upbeat and you're, a lot going on. Well, yeah, sometimes I have a little bit more coffee than I am, but for the most part, it's, when the markets are moving, that's when I like to take, the biggest advantage of the markets. It's just really following that trade plan, because when the market's stagnant, when the Dow's up 130 points, now Nasdaq's up 83, S&P's up 17, now it's up 22. It's like, you just gotta, you gotta find your flow, and you gotta know, like when our trade plan, when we come back to that 10 SMA and you see it's been doing that for the past couple of weeks, and then you get that next confirmation green candle, you enter there, 2 days, you just need 2 days of running, 2 more green candles there, and you're locking in 50% gains on some of these trades. And that's what I try to take advantage of when I see that good chart setup. Like NVIDIA, I kept talking about NVIDIA. The problem is I've been in so many NVIDIA trades over the past couple of weeks. It's like, do I really want to keep testing my luck here? And, it just kept getting upgrade after upgrade. Now they just got another upgrade today to 290, and then one of them to 300, I think. The second was to 300, and then, look at NVIDIA now. What's it at? It's at almost 272, and there you go. There's that 1020 cross again. You just got the MACD cross here. So, that's why I'm saying here, it looks like this is going to get to 280, 290 relatively quick. I think it's going to do that within the next week or two. I think in the next week or two, it's going to be at 280 to 290. And let me show you something here. Our Visa trade's now up 6%. But let me show you the option chain here for NVIDIA and what you could do. So with NVIDIA, let's say you want to go with the February 21st expo, right? First off, if you want to pick up the 270 strike, it's going to cost you. I think NVIDIA has earnings on the 13th, I said. So I think personally that's pretty cheap for NVIDIA earnings, because I think she's going to continue to run, into earnings here. But anyway, you can pick up the 270 strike for 1173. So your break evens, your strike price plus what you paid. So at 281.70 is your break even. Add another 1170 onto that, you have 100% return at around 192, 193. And that's with earnings baked in. Now, if you wanted to do something, because at 290 you need it for 100% return. That's a big move. That's a 20-point move there. But if you wanted to do a spread, Tim asked me to go over this with him. He's never done a spread before. Buy to open, sell to open. All you're doing here, you're buying something for a certain price. Here you go. Expiration, let's say February 14th. Let's say you're buying the 267.50. So you're buying it for this price, and then you're selling to open. That's the premium you're paying for this, but you're buying the underlying stock basically at 267.50. So now you're going with the same expiration. You're doing sell to open. You're selling someone the right to your shares that you have at 267.50. Here you go. Let's say we're going to do the 267.50, 270 vertical spread. It's only going to cost now $135, 1.35. So it's going to cost you $1.35 per contract, 100 shares in a contract. So that's why we say 135. It's going to cost you $135 for a single contract. So if you did this and you did net debit for 1.35, it's going to cost you $135 for the single contract, the single spread. Now, what is it going to cost? It's going to cost $135. What's the max it could be worth? The difference between the two strikes, which is $250. So if you're paying $135 for it, max it could be worth is $250 multiplied by 100. That's $250. So you're paying $135 for it to be worth a max of $250. Now, obviously, if you did 10 contracts, it's going to cost $1,350, and it could be worth $2,500. And all you need is a stock above 270 to make that gain. What's the stock at now? It's at 272.15. So this stock could drop, it could stay where it's at, or it could climb, and you're still going to make, what's that max gain I said? The difference between the two strikes, which is 250. 2.5, divide that by what you paid, 135. You're looking at a max net gain here of 85.12%. And the stock could drop $2.16. It could stay where it's at, or it could climb by $100. And you're still going to make that 85.19%. Now if it didn't have earnings coming up this week, I would say that's a great trade to make right here for the February 14th, this week's expo. I'd say that's a paycheck trade right there, which, I look for certain trade setups that I feel are more confident that I make as paycheck trades for myself. And that caught on with you guys. You guys love that. So when I find a good setup there, look at, she's still running. She's at the day's high right now, NVIDIA. But, when you see that, you don't have to always do calls. You could do a spread here, which is much less risky. You only need the stock above 270 for that max 85% return. Whereas if you go with this regular call for the February 14th, let's say the 270, you need it at 270 plus 1050, let's say, plus another 1050, so that's 21. So you need it at 291 to make 100% return. 291 compared to the spread that you only need at 270 or higher. So like I said, it could drop $2. You're still going to make that 85% return. So you got to kind of see. Tim asked me to go over those with you guys. So that's why I wanted to go over this, because sometimes you just get a really good setup there when the options are expensive for a certain stock. You just go with the spread. That's what I always do. Like Amazon. Sometimes you don't want to pay, $3,000 for a contract of Amazon. Like here, they're $4,000. 4140, multiply that by 100, it's going to be $4,100 for a single contract. So you could do a spread instead and look at the February 21st. Now, if you did the stock's at 2173 now. So let's say we did the 2170, let's say 2165, 2170. It's going to cost $250. Max it could be worth is $5. So you're going to make 100% return as long as Amazon's above 2170 here. It's at 2174 almost right now. So it could drop $4. You're still going to make that 100% return. And look, you could probably pick it up for under $250. You could probably pick it up for $245. and then you're making over 100% return as long as Amazon's above 2170. Or you could get the 2170 call for the February 21st, and then you could see 40, let's say 41, 41, so that's 82, 82 plus 2170, that's 2234, right? 20, whatever it is, it's much higher than what you needed at right now. Right now, if you pick that spread, it could drop $3. You still have that max gain, whereas this call, you need a significant run. And, do you really want to, if you got 10 contracts, it's going to cost you 40 grand. Do you really want to do that? So sometimes it's just better off going with the spreads. You're limiting your risk, and you got some really good chances there when you're just in that breakout momentum phase and cycle. It's a really nice setup there if you want to do something less risky. But personally, when you're just breaking out there, I like to get into some regular calls or puts if you're in BDM. They're talking about Uber breaking out again here. Let's take a look. Uber does look ready for another big run here. I think that's going to get to 45 really quick. Yes, Kelly said it limits your losses but limits your gain too. Yeah, that's the max you can make, is the difference between the spread divided by what you paid. But, I mean, who wouldn't be happy with 103% return, though, If you're saying, I'm not happy with that 103%, I want that 300%, then to me, I think that's just flawed thinking. But then again, if you're just in that breakout momentum cycle and phase, sometimes it's nice to just pick up those calls right there. If you got a big target increase or something like that going on.
0 for max. That's BA Boeing. Orders from the 777 were 0 for 777 and 0 for 777X.
They got no orders? They just said Boeing got no orders there for the... I think that's what they just said, right? If that's what they just said, this stock should drop significantly. There it goes. Wow, look at that drop on Boeing. Maybe I'll do a quick day trade here on Boeing.
Boeing now at 346.25.
All right, I picked up 2 contracts of the Boeing 345 strike puts for this week's expo. Down 3% right now. Stock is continuing to drop there on that news.
Boeing shares ticking lower again. The company saying no orders, net orders through January 31st.
No orders.
737 or the 777.
737 or...
AGRX, Agile Therapeutics, getting a spike here on volume, spike in volume on Agile Therapeutics, AGRX.
There goes Boeing dropping again. Got up to that 50. Failed. The problem is with Boeing pulling back now, that's pulling the market back with it. AbbVie still near the highs of the day. At the highs of the day. Wow, look at AbbVie breaking out there again. There we go. Our Boeing puts are now green. AbbVie's still on the run there. Look at that breaking. 96.68. God, I really want to get back in that AbbVie. Look at it breaking out there. Could you see it? There goes Boeing again, dropping lower. Boeing's going to have a nice drop. There goes AbbVie again. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind she's going to $100. It's like, do I want to jump back in right now? Like, look at the 3-month daily here. We're just getting the 1020 cross now. But she may pull back, before continuing that run. Let's look at analyst expectations here for AbbVie. Alrighty, so price targets for AbbVie, average 99, high 105, low 94. Most recent buy date was yesterday with a price target of 105. That guy's got a high success rate for AbbVie. Right there. But here's the high. Do I want to jump in now, though? Because you know what's going to happen. If I jump in now, she's going to pull back tomorrow, and the new traders are going to be worried, because if she pulls back tomorrow, it could pull back $1.50, which is 2% of the underlying stock equity. But with options, that's going to be a 40% drop. So are people mentally that's what I have to ask myself all the time, because that gets to me. I want to make sure people feel comfortable and they know what they're doing. So to me, it's like, do I want to jump in now or wait until I feel that pullback comes a little bit? Because if it does pull back that 2% of the underlying equity, like I said, that's 40% probably on the option. So do you feel prepared if you're looking at 40% loss? You've been trading for a long time now. When you see, if you just got into a trade today and tomorrow it's down 40%, what are you feeling like, or what are you saying to yourself?
GME, GameStop, probably
No, it
behind.
depends on the situation. Depends on that stock and what my outlook was, why I got into it in the first place.
Depends on the situation and your outlook.
I've ridden some down, 90% down, just to watch it flip right back and be profitable later
You've
on.
watched them come down 90% and then become profitable again.
But then that's also a mistake sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, you only put down what you're ready to lose.
That's why
So-
usually I say the max is 50%. But do you have anything like that for you?
The 50% thing, I don't know. I should probably look at my account and check it out because I don't know. I've done it sometimes and
Yeah.
it works out, and other times.
It comes
I
right
thought,
back,
like,
right?
oh man.
Yeah, like a perfect example, like that Qualcomm, like the Micron. You know, they were down 60%. Now they're green today. It's like,
Yeah, and sometimes I'll just average down too.
Yeah.
And then sell it still.
I'm never a big fan of averaging down, unless it does have that bounce off one of the SMAs there, and
The situation's different every time.
yeah, it is. It always is. Yeah. But right now, for example, I want to get in that AbbVie, you know, but I'm looking at the account here. I got about 25 grand in trades right now, but eight grand of that is just the 8,000 that I have in run, you know, the shares. So, you know, do I want to make another long trade here when I feel a pullback may happen? But AbbVie, you know, like that's one of the sectors right now that are doing really well with the coronavirus, and that does really well if the market pulls back as well. So to me, it's like, okay, it's not that big of a risk because it's different than the trades we've been making, which are tech, you know. Boeing's heading lower there, green on our trade. There you go. Like, it already started. Remember, I just got in Boeing? Now look at what happened. It got up to that 10, failed, came down, got up to that 10, consolidated. Now there's that big drop again after the 10. Next BDM cycle right here. You know, our trade plan works both ways. Now it's just you got to follow your trade plan and watch for your exit here. Your exit would be first candle above the 10 with the body with confirmation. Visa's starting to climb again here as well. Visa's looking nice there. Look at that breakout since, 10 o'clock this morning. Here was consolidation. It broke that consolidation and it started heading higher. You had the 1020 cross here. But even when it had that 1020 cross, you're looking for that resistance here. When you find that resistance, that's the higher end of your consolidation box. When you look at support for that period where it's been in the NTZ, that's where your bottom part of the consolidation box is. So, here's a consolidation box. And when it broke that, there you go. You start breakout momentum. Coming down to the 20, breaking out. Coming down to the 20, breaking out. Coming down to the 20, it's holding it right now. Let's see if it starts to break higher again. And over here to the right, AbbVie's still on the run. I really want to get into AbbVie. I feel she's going to get to 100 really quick here. Maybe I could do a short-term trade on it, a small one. 97 strike is only 92 cents. There's a good chance this reaches 100 by the end of this week. So do I want to... Today's only Tuesday, right? Right? Tuesday? So I could get into the 97 strike. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that there. Alrighty, so we could get into the 97 strike for about 92 cents. So break even, 97 plus 92, 97, 92, 97, 92 plus another 92 cents. That's, 99, 80, 84. So that's an easy, 100% gain there if we got up to 100 this week. Do I want to do that? Do I think it's going to get to 100? It's up over 2% today. But does it have that short-term pullback before it has that run? And if you get caught up with a short-term expiration, that's really going to screw you if you get this week's expo. That's why I'm a big fan lately of going 30, 60 days out, to give a little bit more time. Because right now this market, it's so volatile, you can't predict when it's going to pull back. Because if they say, oh, there's 500 new cases of the coronavirus, the market's going to that's going to affect the market tomorrow. We're going to have a little bit of a pullback at least. So, you don't know what that news is going to be tomorrow. So it's not a good idea to have that short-term expo. Time is on your side here. So That's the way I look at it. Wow, it's after 11 already. Look at Boeing there, Jay. Look at that. Got up to the 10, consolidated, broke down. Now there's the next BDM. So you guys can see we're up 10% already on our Boeing puts. You know, now we're up 12% on our Boeing puts. You know, you could use this trade plan, BDM, breakout momentum, and make a killing. Put it in order for 5:30. V came right back to that 10 now. And see, like with this Boeing chart here, you know, like let's say, like right here is when I just placed this order. See how now for the next 4 minutes, kind of rose a little bit, didn't do much. You know, that's what I mean about patience. You know, the next 5 minutes, you know, is probably either when it's going to fill or you're going to change your order. So, looks good. There she drops again. There's that next big drop. We have our order in for 5:30. And let's see. Order status.
Just off the high now, 1985.
It's live. It's live. What'd they just say about the coronavirus? They just said something. There we go, guys. It was just executed. You see it just filled? Now that was a $800 trade. On that $800 trade, I just made $130. And that was what? About 8 minutes? I mean, if you can't risk $800 now, it's much higher now. Now it's at, let's see. Oh, look at it dropping. See, there's that big drop there. Well, you guys are delayed, so you guys should be getting a better fill on this. Remember, it's about a minute delayed, the YouTube video. So by the time they sell, they're getting the better price right there. But that Boeing, what did I have? The what strike did I have? The 345, right? Look at, there's the next breakdown. She's continuing lower there. What did I just sell? I make so many trades, I forget the strikes that I had, you know? Let's see, order status. The February 11th. Where is it? Oh, there it is, 345 put. 345 put, we sold it at 530. It's now at almost $6. So we missed out on an extra $130 on that. But you guys had the minute delay, so you might have gotten that better fill. But still, that was a quick gain there. And let's take a look. Here I go again. I heard that song on the radio today, and it's like, it's stuck in my head now from what's going on. Here I go again. Going down the Here we go. So here's from today. Let's see here.
I think the delay is about 16 seconds.
So here's what we did today. So today we sold, obviously we sold the space trade for a profit. Here's all the space trades right here.
Shares dropping to the low, $5.01. Michael November Kilo.
So you add all those up. That was the spread. That's why you see the minus here, but that's actually a winning trade. There's no losses today. That's part of the spread, so that's why that's down. As you see here, this is -4 contracts, -1 contract, -20 contracts. They're minus. That's why they're red over here, because as the stock climbs, they're going to be negative. But our long calls are making a larger profit than the short legs are losing. So that's how that works. Now here's the Boeing trade we just made right here off of that news. We made that Boeing trade today. Here's the date. We got in 475, sold for 530. Like I said, it's currently above 6 right now. But anyway, what we'd sold it for, 5.3, divide that by 4.75. That's an 11.58% return. 11.58%. And you know what? That was all within 8 minutes. 8 minutes. And you can see right here, that was a $108 net gain. That's not bad for 8 minutes. 8 minutes, $108. Jay, did you get in that? Our new totals for the day now are $1,209.36 realized, and that's today, February 11th, 2020. February 11th, 2020. Harlan just said in the trade room, Dave, you're awesome. Thanks for the trades today. Qualcomm and Micron have me down a bit, but Boeing just made up for them. Looking forward to this week with you. Thank you, Harlan. I appreciate that. Guys, and if you need help, I'm here to help. First off, your position sizing. I know, like I've been doing this for a while, so sometimes I don't, catch on to what you guys are doing, but I've had some members that are telling me they're putting in, more than half of their account into a single trade. I'm like, that's the biggest mistake you can make. You're going to lose no matter what, no matter who you're with trading or what types of trades you make. When you get those first couple of bad trades against you, it's going to destroy your account and you're going to be devastated. So, you have to, 5%. If you have $1,000 account, like I'd put in max $150. Into a trade.
Overstock shares hitting new highs, 876.
Overstock new highs. Guys, I just posted that in the trade room. All winning trades today that were closed. Nice job. There goes our Visa trade starting to climb again. Oh my God, did you see how much more Boeing dropped there? She's down to 342 now. I sold it right around 345. Oh, what are those puts at right now? The 345 strikes. Oh, they're at $7 now. What did I sell them at? Let's see. Let's pull it up here. They're at 715 right now. I sold them for 530. That's an extra $500 right there I would have made. Wow, it's 11:20. Guess I like staying live with you guys. I enjoy it. Visa's continuing to climb there. Market's taking off again. Facebook's recovering. Visa's on the rise still. Cisco's up 50% today. Only down 1% on the Cisco trade now, almost green on that. Overall, we're up 400 for it today. Facebook down $750 today. Groupon down 262. That Groupon trade, I'm only down 14% on Groupon, but it's a $5,000 trade, so I'm down. I'm down $715 on it overall, but that one's gonna have a nice breakout. I'm just waiting for that breakout. I'll probably look for about $1,000 profit on Groupon, then I'll lock in that. Because like every week, for example, what I think in my mind, I say, okay, if Qualcomm right now is just starting to break out, I could count on that for next week for making me for example, like a paycheck trade. Okay, that's my salary. That trade's going to be my salary for next week if it continues that breakout momentum cycle and phase. Jay, that's what I'm thinking about when I look at that chart. Okay, so if I get, even if I don't get next week's monthly expo, if I get March monthly expo, if I want to be on the safe side, but I know in my head that trade's going to make that move next week, that it looks like that on the chart with our trade plan, then I say, okay, let me get a safer trade by getting that extra month until expiration, and then I'm going to look for that move next week, and then I look for those target resistance areas. I say, okay, if it gets up to this first target resistance, that's where I'm going to take off half my trade. If it gets up to that second target resistance, that's where I'm going to lock in the rest of the trade there. And that works so well when I follow that. But sometimes, when you got a lot of members in the trade room and they're talking about stock, you forget about the ones you want to look at sometimes too, That's kind of the problem I have now. Where, I get bombarded by so many sticker symbols all day. I get home and I'm like, okay, INTC, FB, AMZ, all these things are, okay, what was that at? Where was the 10? Where's the 20? Where's it at in that breakout momentum cycle or phase, if that's what it's in, or if we're looking at stock in BDM, where is it at? Where do I feel it's dropping to? And those are things I think about constantly. And, it's just looking for that right trade setup. Like I said, Qualcomm looks good here. If I could feel like I could get a nice trade on that, or Visa for next week's expo, I'll go a couple weeks extra out until expo, just because we've had that long run the past few days here. Markets are at new all-time highs, I feel time is on your side when picking those expo dates, so I personally think it's good to go with that extra time on your side. But that when I have on so many trades like Groupon, I know that I have the January 15th, 2021 expo. So I got almost a year until that expires. So Groupon, if I look now, let me pull up that chart here in the back. If I look at Groupon, oh, she's still dropping Boeing. Wow, she's at 720 now for that contract. All right, what was I just talking about? What stock there? Groupon. So if I look at the Groupon 6-month daily, I always just say what's on my mind, guys. So if I'm talking about things, just sometimes I blurt things out that should stay in my mind. Anyway, Groupon here. Looks like it's holding that 20 really well, So if it gets that pop here, then I'm going to look at, 320 for that next target. Now, if I look a little bit further out, I could say, okay, I'm looking for 350 to 375, and I do think it's going to get there. It has earnings coming out on... When did they say? Next week? Or the 13th or 14th? Or was it the 18th? They just changed it.
Cyber attack risk is a major focus.
Powell said a cyber attack is a major risk and major focus. Could you imagine if they wiped out our monetary system online? Wow. Anyway, like if Groupon, I have until a year until it expires, so you could see the price action it's had for the past year. Here's a 1 year chart right here. I mean, it was all the way up to $4. Now it's at $2.93. So a year anything could happen, but I think the market's strong now. I think we're going to continue this breakout momentum cycle. Right now, here's kind of the consolidation area. You're looking for a break above 316 for that next big breakout, which if it breaks that 316, I think it could easily get to 350, 375. So that's what I'm kind of looking in my mind here. And like I said, if it starts to bounce off this 20 SMA, then I'm going to probably add to it. But this has, when this was at 310, I had a nice profit on it. Now I'm down about 14% on the trade, down about $714 on it. But if it just gets to 310, I'm back in the green. So I know this little move here is a $700 move. So if it starts to bounce here, that's why I would add to it, because I know once it gets back up to here, that averaging down here off that bounce off the 20 SMA is a good bet to do. I'm just following those support and resistance areas. And right now, if it holds that 20, I might add to that. But like I said, Groupon has earnings coming up soon. Have to look in and see I think they said the 18th. They're talking about Uber still on the climb here. Let's see Uber. Uber looks like it's going to have another big break. That's going to get to 45. There's no doubt about that. But, don't you think the coronavirus over there in China is impacting Uber? No one's going out. They don't talk about that too much. But, yeah, big breakout for Uber today. The 41.50 strike call is only going for $1.05. By $1.08 for the February 21st expo. That's pretty cheap. We could pick that up. I'll get 10 contracts. You guys keep bringing it up here. Doesn't look too bad. I'll pick up a small trade on it. The orders live hasn't filled yet.
Powell says the Fed has not studied the potential impact of a $15 per hour minimum wage.
There we go. As you see, it was just completed. The Uber February 21st 41.50 strike call.
CRON, Chronos Group getting a pop to the high. 699 CRON.
Iceman said, "Are you posting in Breaking Chart Trade Room?" Yes, I am. Yo, that's the second time I missed out big on Boeing. Remember the other week when you were here and I got that day trade, I made like 180% on it, and then by the end of the day it would have been up 1,200% or 1,300%. That Boeing. I got to give... That's one that it takes a little bit more time to get leaked out to the media and all that. So, that's one I just got to hold on to a little bit longer. Just got up to the 20, failing again here. Dentworks says, how far down do you think Boeing will get? Let's take a look at the 3-month daily. I mean, there's a good chance she's going to come back to 330. That's the next support area here I could see. I think Boeing's going to have some problems for a while, to be honest. You remember, they just took out a $10 billion loan, and their brand new plane, they're not getting any sales for it. Their 737, their most successful plane, no orders for it. I think Boeing's going to be hurting for a while. That's my personal opinion. And she's breaking lower now from that 20. Look at all the Jild call sweeps coming in. We were in that trade the other day, weren't we, Jild? And
Chris
Regeneron.
says he-
What's Regeneron at now? That's one we were in.
$45 per barrel in its stress test.
Oh, wow, that got up to almost $400 today, the Regeneron. Remember we got in that the other day? Dentworks took a 52% gain on Boeing. If you look on the live chat here. Wow. Tim said no sales and the others are parked. Yeah, and they're going to have to pay out those big lawsuits to the airlines that, have no planes to use. That's going to be several hundreds of millions of dollars right there. Tyler Cummings just posted in the trade room. He said, took a 52% gain on Boeing puts. Thanks, Dave. So it's sensor, this light. So if you're not moving, the lights go off. Jay just looked at me as the lights went out in the office here, but they have sensors on them. If you're like 2 hours without moving, they shut off. So guess that means we got to get active. Yeah, right? Bring some weights in. Oh, Tyler Cummings says, Dave, I'm Dentworks on YouTube. Nice to meet you, Tyler. Nice to have you with us. Gavin Case said, I think this last quarter they missed earnings by 30% and lost $19 billion. I wouldn't doubt it.
In Barcelona due to concerns about the coronavirus, CSCO.
Cisco? They just talked about Cisco. They're So what's going on? Call sweeps are coming in, so that's a good thing. Cisco's pulling back though. They said something about they're worried about the coronavirus, and now look at the stock though. It's dropping from that news there. See what happens. I didn't fully hear what he said.
WFC, Wells Fargo reorganizes reporting lines, creating 5 business units, consumer lending business to separate from consumer banking. Wells Fargo hires Mike Weinbach from JP Morgan to run the new consumer lending business. That's WFC, Wells Fargo.
Look at all the... Okay, there you go. Cisco says they will withdraw from participating in Mobile World Congress February 24th to the 27th in Barcelona due to concerns about the current outbreak of coronavirus.
Ticking higher for those headlines.
WFC, Wells Fargo, ticking higher off those headlines. Microsoft, look at all the call sweeps coming in on Microsoft. Freeport McNamara call sweeps coming in. Friday, 13 strike call. Friday, 12:50 call sweep. Cisco's still tanking.
Asked if Trump's policies are affecting the economy, Powell says at a high level, of course they are.
Well, I'm live an extra half hour longer today. And I feel great today. Sometimes things are just for the best, you know?
AGRX, Agile Therapeutics, hitting new highs, 454, AGRX.
Cisco still pulling back there. Facebook put sweeps coming in. Facebook looks like it's heading lower. Let's take a look.
NBRV, Nabriva, NBRV shares moving here on some volume, $1.46 to high, 5.5% on NBRV.
Yeah, it looks like the market's turning right here a bit. See, now the Qs were fine all day today. It was holding. Here's the consolidation. Take a look. Here's the consolidation for Qs. That's why we're seeing a sell-off now. And I want you guys to be able to recognize this.
Pulling back from the highs now, 2307 and a high of 2343 on the Bloomberg report that the CEO is saying the company is considering going private.
So there's your consolidation box. You had the nice breakout today, and then we just traded between the SMAs and consolidation, right? You broke below that. We're starting BDM right now. So right now, it looks like we could get down to about 233.10 if we continue this break lower here. That's the first support area. And as you can see, tech's taking off with it. And when you saw that first candle below that 50 right here on Facebook, you know it's been using that 50 as support as it's been breaking higher. Now it broke below that, it's heading lower, and just got to stay away. Markets are heading lower now. So, right now, I would not be going long anything. You're in BDM right now, and, if you want to do anything, you're buying some puts. Q is going to continue to drop here a bit. It's out of that consolidation box right here, heading lower. And we might drop down to 233.10. And if you want a day trade, you could do a quick day trade down to that.
See the Bank of America puts?
What's that?
You see the Bank of America puts for June?
Bank of America June 30 puts coming in 2,000 at 46 cents. It's a $92,000 trade on Bank of America. Doubt that's an institution. Let's take a look at Bank of America.
Study to push for more sustainable mining of lithium in Chile.
They're definitely taking advantage of that little pullback there, but Bank of America still looks good though on the daily chart. I mean, look at Q's on the daily chart too. It's been nothing but breakout. Diamond though. Diamond looks like it's tired. Coronavirus is definitely affecting that a little bit. I mean, I can't complain. We're at new highs today, but I think if we didn't have that going on, Dow would be at 35,000 really quick. Kelly said, Boeing's killing me at the moment. Why is it killing you? If you got those puts, you should have some nice gains on that. What's going on there, Kelly? Boeing's continuing to make new lows here.
I wish I had the buying power at that moment.
WYNN.
Market's continuing to pull back here. Diamond at the lows of the day.
Call now 3,200 contracts on Whiskey Yankee November currently at 131.17. That's WYNN.
look at that. I just got an email from my office here that they're having a Valentine's Day lunch here for all the single people. 10 a.m. to 11:30. That's pretty early date, huh? 10 a.m. Market's still pulling back here a bit, guys. That's what I mean about now. If you want to get something, which I might do right now, quick before I get off the air with you guys, what I might do is, since I see some puts coming in, I might pick up the diamond puts for this week's expo, or I could do SPY and get February 12th expo for tomorrow if I feel a pullback's coming tomorrow. And these are pretty damn cheap here. The 335, you know, I'll get this as a little hedge, and I'll get the February 12th. Pick up the 335 for about 68 cents. I'll pick up 20 contracts. 68. Now she's at 69. Now she's at 70. I just want to get that in there. Place trade. And there we go. I'm in a $1,400 position in SPY puts for tomorrow's expo. So we have a big drop tomorrow. That $1,400 trade, that can make $3,000. So if I'm down $2,000 on my longs for February 21st, that short-term February 12th, if that makes $3,000, that's going to make up for the losses on the long-term February 21st monthly calls. And then I could lock in gains on those short-term puts that I have for tomorrow and let the longs go then if it still continue to climb or if I still feel positive on that trade. So that's the game plan. That's what we just did right there. And Boeing's still heading lower there. Kelly, I wanted to know how Boeing is killing you at the moment. Did you get the puts, or you mean it's killing you because you got out a little early and she's still heading lower? Sanjay says 0 orders. Today's new news will bring it down. Yes. That's what we originally entered that trade on.
President Trump tweeting now, when Jerome Powell started his testimony today, the Dow was up 125 and heading higher. As he spoke, it drifted steadily downward. As usual, it's now at -15.
Trump is making tweets now blaming Powell for the market pullback here. Our SPY puts are now green.
On exports, tweet from Donald Trump.
He is a funny man. Why would you throw your guy under the bus like that? You know, could you imagine being Powell and see the president tweeting about you like that? Man. I'm out of the Boeing put.
Big tech companies to give information about prior acquisitions. Companies are Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft.
Alrighty, guys, we almost did it an extra hour long today, so I'm going to get off here now. I'm going to be in the trade room, get some things done at the office. Whatever you guys need, I am happy to help out. Alrighty, guys, if you're still not joined with us, you guys could go to www.breakingchartalerts.com and get signed up there to get our emails, our trade alerts, and to start our trade challenge. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I will see you guys in the live trade room. Alrighty, guys, take care. God bless. And I will see you in the trade room, and I will see the rest of you tomorrow. Take care, guys.